Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Michelle Lima and I hope that you are going to enjoy all the personal development content that comes onto this channel. So today's video is one of possibly another long awaited video. I did mention to you guys that I would do a series on starting a YouTube channel and the theatrics and I think today marks like the beginner phase of the YouTube series that we are going to be doing. So yeah, a few weeks ago I did a video sharing with you guys a number of side hustles that you can start doing in 2020 that be able to make you guys a little bit more money, and one of those side hustles was starting a YouTube channel. Another question that I've gotten is, Mish, I want to start a YouTube channel but I just don't know how to start, and my biggest answer has been just start, because that's exactly what you do. However, on today's video I want to get into the technicalities and actually the process in starting a YouTube channel. So basically, how do you start a YouTube channel? So if you are a possible, or rather a potential creator, you've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, you are planning, you are thinking about it, but you just don't know how to go about it, this is definitely the video for you. Or if you're just interested in the process for future, or you are secretly thinking about it, again, this is still the video for you. So I advise that you stay tuned with the video all the way until the end so that you can get the full information that you actually need. So first things first, before we actually get into the meat of the video, I want you to understand that you do not need to be discouraged by things like everybody starting a YouTube channel these days, because that's the word that goes out. I've seen this on social media platforms. It's just like, oh, everyone starts a YouTube channel lately. Do not let that discourage you. Let me tell you something. There is a huge market for content creators in Africa. There is a lot of space for all of us to literally eat and, you know, make money or have fun. So don't think that, oh, the beauty is too saturated and this and this and this and this. And don't ever limit yourself based on what other people are saying. You need to do your research in whatever it is that you want to do, and you need to be able to go in, because I think for me, that actually stopped me a while ago. Before I even started, you know, whenever I'd go and look at trends and people would be like, everyone is starting a YouTube channel now, it's just like, oh, do I really want to be part of the statistics about YouTube channels and how people are talking about it like it's nothing, you know, like it's nothing really awesome. And if I had stopped, I wouldn't be here right now. So that's just my first encouragement point on what it is that you actually need to do. Get your head in the right space, really focus on what you actually have to do and what you want to do, and don't get the hype get to you. So let's get into the video. How do you actually start a YouTube channel? The honest truth is, you already have one. The fact that you are watching this YouTube video right now and that you are logged into YouTube means that you already have a YouTube channel. Now, it might not be active, you might not be using it or whatever the case is, but you already have one that is already functioning, that you are using to possibly support other creators or watch the content that you like. That means that you already have one. That basically means that you have already started your YouTube channel. But how do you then start actually putting out and designing content for that channel and designing whatever it is that you want to bring out so that you can bring it out to the audience that you want? The second thing, so the first one is basically that you already have the YouTube channel. The second thing I'm going to share with you is define your niche. Now, this is very interesting, and I would rather say slightly a little bit complicated, and I would do a separate video getting into depth for this. But for the purpose of this video, your niche is basically what you want your channel to be about. What do you want? Do you want to be about beauty? Do you want to be about personal development? Do you want to be about financial management? Do you want to be about tutoring? Do you want to be about cooking? Whatever it is, but there's a million things you could do. There's a million things that you know that you could do, or possibly whatever it is that you are passionate about, but you need to be able to niche it. And one thing I want you to understand about a niche, it is that it doesn't limit you. So a niche is not like a, this is how far you go. A niche is just so that it makes it easier for people to identify you and for people to actually enjoy your content, because they know that if we go on your channel, we will see recipes because you like cooking and because that's the type of content that you produce. So for example, my channel is based on personal development, but I make sure that you are personally developed spiritually, emotionally, financially, in your career, in relationships, and in whatever it is that you do. So I deal with personal development in different aspects of your life. Now, you can choose to possibly do personal development only from a financial perspective, or personal development only from a relationship perspective, but it is still personal development. So you guys know, if you're subscribed to my channel, you know that you are going to be getting personal development content, even if it comes in a form of possibly beauty, even if it comes in a form of a vlog, whatever it is. You know that I want you to know that when you look and you watch at my video, you are going to get personal development out of it, and that's what my niche is. So be able to niche what it is that you want it to be about, and once you've scripted that down, it it is so much easier to start working through the type of content that you want to work with. Number 3 is write down your video ideas. This is super important. So you can have all these ideas, and let's say, for instance, say you are going to be doing content on beauty, or you are going to be doing content on economics, you are going to be doing content on accounting, whatever the case is, you need to start jotting down the ideas of the videos that you want to take. So for instance, if you were given an opportunity to do 5 super quality videos, what would those videos be about? And you need to start working through that, in the sense that you need to say, cool, if I'm doing, for instance, about beauty, my one video is going to be about how to do brows, my other video is going to do how to apply lipstick, my other video is going to be, you know, putting on the right foundation, my other video is going to be slaying my edges, my other video is going to be about possibly using a highlighter. Whatever the case is, you need to be able to script down all those things that you want your videos to be about, because that's the thing. Sometimes we talk about, cool, I want to do beauty, but you don't know how do you want to bring in that beauty. You haven't really actually put down video ideas. And this also applies to like YouTubers that are already working out. Personally, for me, while I'm growing my channel, I already do video ideas jotting down, because I understand that whenever I get an idea, I need to be able to conceptualize it into a video. And video ideas actually help you put up structure, and it's something that I spoke about on a live on my Instagram and on YouTube actually here, when I spoke about how I actually script all my videos down so that I'm able to give it structure. It makes sense, because sometimes when you read a lot like I do and you talk a lot like I do, you can easily turn one subject into something completely different. So that kind of helps you kind of jot down the flow of your message, what you want to say and how you want to be able to say it, so that you can actually give value to the people that you need to give value to. And the thing about jotting down your videos is it actually helps you get a lot more ideas, and also helps you get a lot more insight on the type of content that you want to bring in and the value that you want to bring into your audience, so which is super important. Number 4 is grab your phone. Guys, this is the beginner process of now publishing the content. Get your phone. Now that you've put down the video ideas and what it is that you want to talk about and how you want to talk about, grab your phone and start shooting. That is definitely what you need to do. Now, I know quite a lot of people, whenever they want to start a YouTube channel, they think about things like not having a camera, and whatever the case is. But one of the biggest things I've learned is you just need to start where you are and with what you have. So currently, if you have a phone, I know quite a majority of people have an iPhone. I started with my Huawei P8 2 years ago, and I just went at it. And you know, I did share with you guys that I actually recently only got a camera, so I've been shooting with my phone literally since this year, technically, you know, and I've been able to monetize, I've been able to get gigs, I've been able to really grow my channel with that. So don't wait until you've got the perfect camera. And sometimes investing in such an expensive camera when you're actually starting and you haven't even gotten the gist of how you're going to work out that channel can be very detrimental to your growth. So it's easier to know, are you actually going to enjoy this? Because sometimes we like the idea of possibly being a YouTuber, but the reality of it might not be a lot of fun for some people. I know for me, sometimes it does get to me, because it really does take a lot of work. So you need to be able to use the resources that you have right now to be able to take the content that you need to take and really get the groove of things. Do you enjoy this? Do you like it? How are you going to make sure that it works perfectly? How are you going to make sure that, you know, the content that you produce actually works? And don't be caught up in the rut of the latest camera, the best camera, whatever the case is. That will happen when the time is right, and when you have built an audience enough that you can realize, that you can say to yourself, okay, wait a minute, I need to be able to still give content. I already got a camera after 5,000 subscribers, which is right now. So don't rush to get a camera, but get your phone, use natural lighting, sit right in front of the window, put your phone there, put some books if you have to, if you don't even have enough money to invest on a small little tripod. Otherwise, get a tripod for $200, $300, whatever the case is, but don't rush for high-end equipment and high-end stuff, but work with what you have right now. Now start documenting. And when I say grab your phone, what I'm really saying is start documenting. And what you will realize when you start documenting your first YouTube video is you might not like it, you might not even want to watch it, because you are so busy comparing yourself with the next YouTuber that you've watched or your favorite YouTuber that you like so much. But one thing you don't realize is that that YouTuber had to start somewhere, and if you go 4, 3, 2 years down the line before they became that big, you would realize that they had a lot of work to do, but they still started anyway. And imagine if they did not start. If you look at my YouTube videos, I mean, the first YouTube videos I used to post were actually on vertical, when YouTube actually wanted it to be, what was it? Yeah, it was just the wrong resolution that I was shooting in. But I just started anyway. There were times where my makeup wasn't on fleek, my brows were not communicating, but I just started anyway because I wasn't waiting to be perfect. And I actually did a video of this when I shared with you guys that I'm not willing to, I think 2018 going in 2019, I shared with you guys that I'm okay with getting better in public. And that sometimes can be our biggest fear, that we don't want to look like an amateur. We don't want to look like a beginner. But one of the biggest formulas I've realized in life is to never be afraid to look like a beginner at all, because beginners always, at some point in life or at some point whatever that they're doing, always come out the best because they are learning and they are willing to learn. They're not trying to skip processes that they look like they know what they're doing. And I think that's what majority of us do. We try to skip the process. We try to, make everything look so perfect so quickly, and we don't realize that there is no need for all of that. And what is important in all of this is your ability to provide. And with shooting your content, what I really want you to realize, even if you're not happy with your quality, what I want you to know is content is king. My quality was never the best in the beginning, but I still got the number of views that I didn't even imagine I'd get, mainly because of the things that I was saying on the videos and the quality of the content that I was producing. Now, the quality of the content at that time might not mean that you've got the sharpest camera, you've got the best lighting, but it just means that what you're saying is worth watching and is worth listening to. And majority of people now don't necessarily watch YouTube videos, especially with personal development. People listen. So people will play a video, like right now there are some people that are possibly watching this video while they are doing something, but you're not constantly like watching this video all the time, but you are listening to it. Take the chance and go ahead, and you will develop as time goes, because content is king. Number 5 is post and publish it. Now, once you have posted your first video, guys, you need to realize that you have officially started your YouTube channel. There is something that John Maxwell actually says, and he says doers do. So for instance, writers write, joggers jog, YouTubers YouTube. Does that make sense? As long as something is still in your planning phase, you have not started and you are not it. So you cannot call yourself a football player when in your mind you're saying I can play football, but you have never played football, because football players actually play football. So if you want to become a YouTuber and you want to take YouTube content, you want to be a content creator, content creators create content, YouTubers YouTube. So doers do. So for you to be able to be acclaimed for whatever it is that you want to do, you need to be able to act. And remember, guys, content is king. Nothing beats the great content. So more than anything, instead of worrying about the camera you're using, instead of worrying about what people are going to say, instead of worrying about your background, instead of worrying about a lot of things within your YouTube and whatever it is that you want to start worrying about the quality of your content, because that quality of the content needs to be able to speak for you for years. Now, I want you to still watch this video 2 years later and be like, snap, she still gave us quality. I want you to still watch videos that I did 2 years ago and say, snap, she still gave us quality. And I will always advise everyone to still do that, whenever people are watching the content that you have produced, because that's how YouTube grows. YouTube grows exponentially, in the sense that it is an investment, it's compounding. So the videos that I made 2 years ago might possibly only start making me money right now, but I made them 2 years ago, but they will only start making me money right now, or they'll only start getting the views right now because people are watching them and people are still engaging with them and people are finding value. So as the numbers grow, people will go and watch all of your previous videos and they would be able to relate and still engage and stick to it because you've remained consistent. And if you're going to be consistent with anything on YouTube, it has to be the quality of your content. This means that it has to be your content, because content is king. You would rather not be consistent with the quality of the camera and the picture, but you would rather be consistent with what you are giving people to listen to. So that is basically it. That is really how you start a YouTube channel. And if you have started one before, or you possibly are a YouTuber right now, please, this comment section down below are a place for people to learn and engage. Share with us how you started and how you actually mastered that. I think on another video I will definitely be sharing with you guys a number of concerns that beginner YouTubers have, or that possibly I have had at some point, and how I came out of them to actually begin and do more with my YouTube. But please do let us know in the comment section below. And if there's anything else that you possibly could do, or any step that you would advise anybody to do if you already have a YouTube channel, or how this video has impacted you, please do let me know in the comment section below. So if you also enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. I love you, love you, love you so much, and I'll see you possibly, guys, in a few days. I am going to be giving you guys a little bit more content now because I've got the time. And yeah, engage with me, let me know. Love you so much. Mwah.